Hi guys, so this is part two of cardiac screening. Essentially, this is the back end of Formstack that we use to collect all the data. We'll give you a log on to get to here, but as you can see, you're going into sports cardiac screening. And as you can see here, there's two new submissions. So one of them is the ones that I just did in part one of the video. So we're going to go in here and click in here. And the form will come up. And you see Stephen Kelly is just here. What you do is you come in here into it in the back end, and then what you do is you hit edit. And it just takes a minute for the screen to happen. So edit. And as you can see, you start to then come down here, drag down to, some of the information that we've already done has just been inputted in the back end. So all of the questionnaires are done and all that sort of stuff. But this is where you're starting to have to go into it. So essentially what you have to do then is start to put in their height and weight. So this, you go off and do the screen, you just enter it here rather than on the screen. So 1.78, height is always in meters. His weight is 88 kilos, I wish. And the weight circumference is always in centimeters, so 78 centimeters. Now, this is what we do as arm span. So what we'll do is we basically essentially get them to hold their arms outright, and we measure their arm span. The reason why we do this is for Marfan syndrome. So, it's a syndrome that is, if their height is less, so I'll start again, that if their arm span is higher than their height, they're at risk of cardiac disease. So we put that down as 1.68 just for here. Have they got a muscular physique, yes or no? And you have to do a bilateral BPs. Is that okay on this screen if they're under the age of 35? So 122, 76, and then the other one is 134 on, let's say, 52. You're then going to just do their 12 lead ECG. Is that okay? So you're going to do a 12, it's done. Any comments in relation to doing 12 ECG? So sinus tachy. The other part, the rate copy and all this is all for the lads, the docs to have a look at. Signs of LVH, you don't need to do it. Doctor's interpretation time, I've done. Everything else is done. So you just come down and say you've completed the screen, and then here you're going to just put in your nurse's comments. So no issues, or you may put in blood pressure, BP high, 24-hour monitor booked. Okay, and then it's essential that you actually then hit save at this moment in time, because that saves the data. If you don't hit save, you're going to lose everything and it's not going to go through. So just hit save at that moment in time. And then what I tend to do is I come back up and tend to see that all this information is in. So you can see that it's saved, and that's it. And then you go back to submissions. And what will happen is the next time one of them comes in, from the part one of the screen, you'll then just hit submission again. It reloads it for you, and then the next person will come up then. Is that okay? Thanks.